Good afternoon. Phil Lindemann with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93. The new Quandary Peak shuttle and parking system is about 1 week old, limiting access at one of the county's busiest trailheads. But not everyone got the memo. Summit Sheriff Jamie Fitzsimons.
I mean, we're writing over 25, 30 tickets a day up there.
And like you know, Quandary is not the only trailhead hotspot.
Because we realize with the other 50 or so trailheads in the county that are experiencing the same problem, let's do a test pilot up here until the snow flies and see if this system works.
The county hopes this pilot program could translate to other hotspots where hikers park illegally in driveways and even front yards, but only if it catches on.
Let's try to be part of the solution, because things aren't getting better at any of our trailheads. It's getting worse. It's getting more congested. We got to do something. We got to be proactive.
Tune in tomorrow morning when we take a ride on the new Quandary shuttle, talking with hikers from Airport Road to the 14er trailhead. The latest unemployment data shows Colorado is slowly improving, like most of the nation, and doing much better than this time last year. Statewide unemployment is 6.2%, about a half point better than last month, and 6 points better than last year, adding 154,000 jobs. Utah unemployment is the lowest in the nation at 2.4%. New Mexico's tied with Connecticut for the highest, 7.9%. Hiring is still a headache for local restaurants and retail, while big employers like Vail Health have the deep pockets to keep a new healthcare center in Dillon mostly on schedule. Vail Health's Craig Cohn.
Certainly we have felt those supply chain challenges. We have felt the workforce challenges. We have certainly seen it in cost.
The Dillon Health Center opens in November, just a few weeks later than expected. Up on the slopes, Vail Resorts is confident a $15 starting wage will protect ski season. Spokeswoman Sarah Lococo.
Like the majority of the hospitality industry, certainly not immune to the challenges happening globally, but we do have the exciting announcement of the increase to our minimum wage heading into this winter season to kind of help get ahead of that.
Lococo says material and manpower have not delayed big summer projects like a new chairlift on Peak 7 in Breck and the Peru chair replacement at Keystone. Both should open this ski season. There's a new condo and housing development coming to Silverthorne, just across the street from Town Hall. Developers have demolished the old CenturyLink building on Center Circle, where a COVID testing site was housed just a few weeks ago. Plans now call for up to 16 single-family homes and 4 condo buildings. The 2020 pandemic changed the way people shop and work, and now local officials are hoping that empty offices and storefronts can be used for housing. County Commissioner Josh Blanchard.
We know that there's a lot of space maybe above the commercial spaces, or even spaces that have developed for commercial that are sort of on a second or third side street that might now make sense for workforce housing.
One example is the outlets at Silverthorne, where prime real estate is ripe for development if the town wants it.
Now, obviously, this goes into a lot of planning and zoning requirements. This would require town councils to think about their own envisioning of their town centers.
The outlets building by Chipotle was torn down exactly 2 years ago. A planned development there has never gotten off the ground. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency. After qualifying in third place overall, 17-year-old Colin Duffy of Colorado did not make the podium for Olympic rock climbing. He ended up in 7th. Teammate Nathaniel Coleman of Utah took silver. Gold went to another youngster, 18-year-old Alberto Guinness Lopez. Austria's Jacob Schubert took bronze. Tomorrow is the women's rock climbing final, where Colorado's Brooke Rabitow sits in 7th. Phil Lindemann with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93.